Hey, well, you go ahead and start the show, Trey, since you all hyper.
Me? What?
Hold on. Wait a minute. When the sign comes up, you got to be quiet.
All right, man.
You ain't right. Start the show, man. What you doing?
Man, start the show.
That's what I wanted y'all to say, because y'all some sad sacks up in here, man. DMV Sports 3, we are back. We are back. We are back. I had to get these guys to say something because they just sitting there, man. Hey, open your eyes, man. Wipe the crust out. We are here again, and we talking all things Commanders, as you can see down there on the icon. Hey, if you are here for the first time, please like and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and like, because we need the algorithm so that we can move this thing. And those of you who have been there for a long time, you know what to do. Big Al, Deacon, hey brothers, let's get it.
You don't know. Yeah. You don't know who you messing with. You don't know who you messing with. You don't know. You don't.
I run you up and down the Serengeti. Heads ain't ready. I chew you up and spit you out like chicken confetti. My rhymes are heavy like elephants, stomping your regiments, dismembering all your limbs, ripping your ligaments. I break you down to an atom, change your chemical structure, roots and culture. You don't wanna fuck with this brother. I'm like a time bomb over a fresh can of Wilson. Stylus plexiglass, got you face down in the grass, ready to blast. Sticky for your jewels and your cash. Call me Robin Hood. Take the loot back to the hood. I wish you would try to retaliate. I wait like a sniper, beat you like Street Fighter, heat you up like a lighter. Don't need no ghost writer. Original skill, killing at will. Terminates career like the pill. This is real, not no fiction. Came up with my jurisdiction. I'm liver than you, whether freestyle or written. Hitting hard like a hammer, like a natural disaster, like a hurricane. Plain and simple, bringing the pain. Won the battle. What? I'm ready to do this. Beat your ass like Lennox Lewis. Play you out like Parker Lewis. You must.
All right.
Stop the music. Stop the music.
What you talking about?
We have a special call-in guest today. This must be part 2 of what we started last week.
When we start calling, people calling in.
Yeah, no, we start this.
Listen, this happened only because it was a scheduling issue last week. Last week, I called the dude all kinds of names, told him he was, he didn't show up, he's a sucker, but it was my bad because apparently he didn't get the info that was needed to get on the show. That's my bad. So I'm the sucker. But here we go. We got Mr. Lewis Kelly, who was here actually to try and tell us where we went wrong with the Emmanuel Forbes pick. Where we went wrong, how we didn't like the pick.
Whoa.
He said he was going to run us up and down.
Wait. Whoa.
I'm just telling you what the man told me.
I'm always right.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You said the same thing to the rest of us.
No. You said that we
us three,
was wrong.
Yeah. Hey, just because I write, you're always right, doesn't mean that you're always right.
I'm sorry. That's subjective.
Anyway, we got Mr. Lewis Kelly, man. Let's let him on here. All
right, Lewis Kelly, what's up?
Where you from, baby? Where you from? Representing.
Virginia, sir.
Virginia Beach, Virginia. All right. Well, what do you mean that we were wrong? Because
let me tell you what's going on with what I heard. There's 2 ways to look at this thing: half empty or half full. If we look at,
wait, that's a cop out. That's a cop out.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say it right off the bat. That's a cop out. Half 50-50, half full.
If you tell me which cornerback should have been taken before Emmanuel Forbes,
here we go.
Other than the number 1 guy that was picked,
the one that was supposed to go. Go ahead.
Gonzales was on the board.
Yes,
he was.
He was on the board.
Right.
Okay. Gonzales is soft.
Oh,
he's soft.
Man.
Whoa.
He's soft. The word in the league, Gonzales is soft.
Are you hard or soft?
Okay.
If Gonzales was what everybody said he was, he wouldn't be down at 16.
Wait, but that's like saying if Emmanuel Forbes isn't what he was.
Wait a minute, let me finish.
Okay.
If was where he was projected to go, Porter wouldn't have gotten picked in the second round. Porter got picked in the second round. They should tell you what the league thought about him. Now, you have to address what the team needs. Not what you need, not what I need, but what the team needs. And the team needed a playmaker. Why? St. Juice hasn't got one interception yet.
He was hurt all last year.
He played.
But he's heavier than Forbes. He's heavier than your boy.
Okay, let me ask
Heavier
you.
than who?
Emmanuel Forbes.
Emmanuel Forbes.
Gonzales.
How is he healthier than Forbes?
Heavier.
No, he's heavier.
Weighs
What
more.
heavy got to do with it?
We gotta have somebody.
What our problem is, which is the reason why we can't keep St. Juice on the field. Oh, wait, whoa.
You know somebody's gonna get interceptions, right?
Absolutely.
Wait, hold on.
Okay, what's
No, Deacon, you had time to talk to this guy. Let him talk.
what if you wanted somebody to get turnovers, right?
Right.
Don't you think it's best to get the number one turnover in college football?
Agreed.
I mean, that's interesting.
Wait, Deacon.
Wait a minute now. So if he numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie.
If he had the best stats than anybody with turnovers,
Got you.
if he ran a 4.3 40, then you could have a miniature Deion Sanders on your hands.
There you go. The keyword miniature.
God bless.
No.
Could.
No, I'm gonna go with that. Go ahead. Keep cooking.
And he's been known to be a dog on his team.
Yep.
Not somebody that's been called soft.
Now, okay. So can I say something?
Yes, sir.
All right. No doubt. Everything you said is valid. I'm not arguing with you with everything that you said. The only thing that I remember us having a problem with was his stature. And the reason why, let me finish. I asked you if I could talk now. Come on now.
Anybody said nothing? Go.
I said, even with all of that, let me give you an example of what I know. And I'm assuming that you're a Commanders fan, which means you was a Washington football team fan, i.e. Redskin fan. I'm assuming that. With that being said, my biggest problem is keeping individuals on the field. We can have a playmaker, but if he's on the sideline, i.e. Chase Young, if he's on the sideline, i.e. Let's go back to Jordan Reed. If he's on the sideline, that doesn't do anything for us. Jordan Reed, for example, when you get to that injury-prone type situation, Jordan Reed played 7 years in the league, never did 16 games. Excellent player or playmaker. Nobody would deny that. But he never played 16 games, and guess what happened? It affected us. I am looking at St. Juice. St. Juice, yeah, he didn't get an interception, but he's a playmaker. Matter of fact, would you say right now, Mr. Kelly, that St. Juice is our number one cornerback before we got our draft pick?
When St. Juice can play.
Right. My point is, hey, Mr. Kelly, I'm with you. That's exactly what I'm saying. When he's able to play. So my concern isn't the fact that, hey, listen, when I saw your boy Forbes' tape, I was like, look at me. I was like, yes, sir.
Remember, he's on the phone.
I was like, great. Awesome. He looked good on tape. I didn't know who he was prior to that. What I did hear about was Porter, and what I did hear about was your boy. So my thing was, all right, I do have to listen to the pundits and, to a certain degree. But my concern is, man, this is the NFL, not college. And a lot of those players that play college will never touch an NFL team. So he's playing among.
This is what you miss.
Tell me what I'm missing. Tell me.
Okay. This is a cornerback that y'all are calling light in the hind pot, okay?
Ain't no caller. He is.
No question about that.
Wait a minute. Watch this now.
All right.
He has been playing in the SEC.
Oh, there we go. The SEC.
Which is a semi-pro league. All right, now watch this. He has played for 4 years and has not missed a game.
That is awesome. That's awesome.
He has not missed a game, playing against Alabama, playing against Georgia, playing against SEC type teams.
Well, remember now, they didn't beat any of those teams. They said could because of tackling.
Mississippi State ain't gonna beat too many teams, no way.
And let me ask you this. Why?
But you gotta look at the individual player's record.
No doubt. And he
No
had
doubt.
performed.
No doubt.
He
He got good
performed.
stats. Got good stats.
He was a number one pick. He was a number one pick. So let's not say we're not ever calling him a bum. No, I know, but we don't know who's going to be in the NFL.
No, we can't call him a bum, but what we can call him.
No, that's all. You can't do that until the bullets start flying.
You're right.
Okay, so you have to draft off potential.
Mr. Kelly.
And this is a stat that I heard. I heard this stat from Fred Smoot. Fred Smoot said something pertaining
bias.
Mississippi State bias.
60 to 70% of all NFL draftees don't even make the teams.
That's
Facts.
Facts.
They don't even make the teams.
So here's what I'm saying. Right now, Mr. Kelly.
Hold on, Mr. Kelly.
All of these draft picks don't even make the team. We can't assume that Emmanuel Forbes is not going to be.
You said you don't know who you're messing with. Hey, Mr. Kelly, hold on a second.
Mr. Kelly, let me say this. Okay, so I want to be clear. I want this guy to be awesome. Woo! I want to be clear. I think we all can say that.
Yeah.
This is not about the fact that
you picked him
down. Want anybody being picked by these guys to be awesome? Because we fans, man, and you know we done put some times in as you have. Okay, so let me just say this.
We talking about
the reason, going back to that video and going back to that thing, what we were saying was it was a shocker for us, man. Now, Mr. Kelly, obviously you've been watching this guy. I hadn't. Big Al hadn't. Deegan hadn't. We were like, what? We hadn't. This was not on our radar is what we're saying. And then when they said the dude is lighter than most females, listen to what I'm saying to you, sir. I like my ladies thick. Is lighter than most of my shorties on the NFL field, sir. Listen to what I'm saying to you, Mr. Kelly. I'm being real with you. No. Listen, there's a reason why Dion didn't tackle. Hey, come on, Mr. Kelly. I know disrespect.
That has had 6 interceptions taken back for touchdowns.
You want to hear me? Hey, I do believe in levels. And I have seen, and we can talk about a litany of individuals who were superstars in college and got to the NFL and were 100% bust. Not saying this guy is, not saying this guy is. And I'm looking at what's been happening recently, and it doesn't seem like this guy's in any question that he's going to be something awesome. So I'm keeping all that in mind. We're going back to the reason why you jumped on, and as our first official call in, because you was getting on our case about what we said. And strategically, I'm trying to get you to understand why we were being strategic in our understanding of what happened here. That's all we saying. I'm not taking anything away from his talent. I'm not taking anything away from his possibility.
Kelly, tell me something though. Why did the very next pick, Rodriguez was picked by who? By one of the best coaches. The other coach the game. And he was picked so quickly. I mean, it was like 30 seconds later.
I didn't even see Forbes tape.
So quickly.
They didn't even show Forbes tape.
They didn't show Forbes tape.
It doesn't matter that he was picked. Belichick is only Belichick because of Brady. Don't think that Belichick won the Super Bowl last year.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Hey, we're gonna find that out very soon.
Find that out.
Hey, look, and hey, Mr. Kelly, you right. As of last year, 1 year down. That's true.
Emmanuel Forbes. Who would y'all have picked?
Rodriguez.
He's soft.
Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. So this is something I haven't heard before. I haven't heard anybody call him soft.
You need to call in all the time.
Okay, listen.
I like Kelly.
Let's do this. Okay. Okay, let's. Mr. Kelly. Let's.
Obviously, Belichick didn't think he's soft. Obviously.
Have you seen some film clippings of Rodriguez?
Oh, that's subjective. Come on, let me ask you this. Hold on.
He had a good film. Mr. Kelly had a good film.
He's a good.
Mr. Kelly got it all. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to bash Rodriguez, okay?
You are.
No, I'm not.
You called him soft.
You are called soft throughout the draft. Then you're called soft.
Okay.
I can't.
I know
Rodriguez got to take care of that.
You got. I know. I got you.
So all I'm saying is this. You can pick a guy that just does their job, or you can pick somebody that overdoes.
It's a playmaker.
Stop right there, Mr. Kelly, and let's dig into that one piece right there.
Okay.
Because so the team has to make a choice as to their identity going forward. Everything that the draft is about is projection to the next level and what that guy is going to be on the team that he is drafted on, because the draft positioning makes a difference. If you're number one pick, you're probably not going to a great team, right? So exactly. my thinking anyway during the draft was Rodriguez was the better pick, and here's why. Because you have to go with philosophy. What is your philosophy? You either like guys who take chances and every now and then get you a pick, okay? Every now and then moves field position, gives you a shorter field because they made an outstanding play. Or because and that same guy who making those picks, a guy who makes interceptions during the year may get 3, 4, let's say 4, right? And some of those come in the same game. So you're talking about every now and then getting a possession turnover. Or you got this other guy, Rodriguez, who is a mainstay, who is a shutdown corner. He may not get picks. He may not turn the ball over, but shit, he gonna get you out in 3, right? As opposed to the other guy who may be taking a little bit more chances and getting ate up, biting on the out and up, or biting on a play that he think he can get the ball, but then it turns into a 60-yard bomb because he wasn't in the right position because he was trying to get the ball as opposed to play the position. Anyway, it just depends on what you like. Now, that's where I was leaning. I was leaning to, man, we need to get off the field. We need a 3 and out. We need that guy who can shut that corner down, because right now we don't have that guy. Like you said, St. Juice was hurt all last year, most likely.
Our team. Now, this is my.
I was on a good monologue.
What you just said, okay? Our team are full of those kind of players.
That's true.
Shut down corners?
No. Softies.
He's still going back
That's
to
his
the
favorite
soft.
word.
I like
Baskin Robbins too much. The whole cornerback squad soft.
Mr. Kelly, he called it zone softy.
Let me tell you what you discredited. The reason why we have not been feared within our own division is because we've got too many players that's soft. Now, we know without a shadow of a doubt that we got a front office, we got coaches galore, we got scouts galore, we got defensive back coaches galore that has been to the Senior Bowl, that has been to these college campuses. We know that they get paid a tremendous amount of money to pick the best fit for their team. Now, I heard about 6 months ago, Fred Smoot having a fit over this guy named Emmanuel Forbes.
He was.
And he was saying how much of a dog he was.
He sure
I remember hearing Fred Smoot say that anybody that bypasses this guy, you are making a grave mistake. So what I ended up doing, I ended up looking at a lot of film footage on him.
Okay.
Now, this is a defensive back that played in the league. I haven't heard not one defensive back that have played in the league said anything about Gonzales.
Come on, he was a consensus pick, man. He was a consensus pick before Emmanuel.
He was the number 2 pick. He was the number 2 cornerback.
That's the people in the league.
Becomes a consensus pick. You just said Tebow was a consensus pick.
With who?
Emotional damage.
And let me ask, okay, hold on. That was the religious pick. That wasn't. He wasn't the top. He wasn't
Mr.
top.
Forbes, Mr. Forbes.
Let's Mr. Forbes.
You're calling the team soft because our defensive philosophy may be soft. You know what I'm saying? So we play a soft zone. That's how we play our defense. That's how we play our secondary. We play a 3D soft zone. So you calling us soft because the coaching staff coaches soft.
You can't, as a defensive coach, you cannot go and play against an opponent to hear words. We play a soft zone.
That's what we play.
And then with a soft zone, sometimes you got to play man to man.
It's bend but don't break attitude, baby.
Hey, no. Listen, I'm feeling Mr. Kelly on this one right here.
Blitz.
Yeah. Get him, Kelly.
Okay, listen.
Tell him, Kelly.
Yeah, okay, Mr.
Zone when you're on the 2-yard line. Why do you think I record been the way I record this man?
That's true, Mr. Kelly.
No.
Hey,
we have complained about that too. We have complained about.
Hold on, gentlemen. Hold on.
Oh, okay,
We
Mr.
gotta
Blitz,
give our
Mr. Blitz
guest,
wants to go.
Deacon. We
Go
gotta
ahead,
give
Mr.
our
Blitz.
guest credit. What he said
It's true.
is true.
No doubt.
Our defense does play. And speaking for myself in here, I've been saying for years, our defense is on some tender loving type stuff when we need to be bringing that heat. And that's what he's saying. Now, Mr. Kelly, I'm going to say what Big Al was saying. And all, transparency. The players can't do nothing about that, which is why we got to look at Del Rio on what he's pulling, which is the reason why we got rid of Scott Turner, because his offense was on some corny stuff. So hopefully this is the year that we can all come together with your boy, Mr. Playmaker, out there, hopefully exposing the fact that our defense is also on some suspect. We can get rid of Mr. Old Guy who's still playing in the 80s. So I agree.
Totally agree with you. See, this is my look on the draft. We already got a number 1 pick before the 16th
Mr. Kelly
pick
fired
was
up.
picked.
We got a what?
We already got a number 1 pick in the draft before our 16th pick was picked.
What was that?
Eric Bieniemy.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Eric Bieniemy, watch this now. He was promoted to be the assistant head coach.
I said we talked about that.
Okay, now he can now go to Jack and let Jack know I have played against you.
We can't be fighting in the
Hey,
you saw.
Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him cook.
You have a soft zone.
Hey,
and I
Mr.
can
Kelly.
tell you where you are being soft at.
Mr. Kelly, listen.
He gonna pull rank.
I don't know.
Our defensive back was horrible. That's why they drafted 2 in the first 2 rounds.
True that.
In the draft.
True that.
Okay,
That's
Miss
right.
Kelly, let me ask you a question. Last year, when we traded from pick 11 to pick 16 and picked up Dotson, was that a good trade?
It was the best thing that could ever happen.
Okay, you do know that Olave last year was a 1,000-yard receiver.
And Dotson could have 2 if it wasn't for soft Carson Wentz.
No, he was injured, man. That's the reason why he had 1,000 yards. Come on, Mr. Kelly. He was injured.
For Heineken that couldn't throw past 45 yards.
No. He got hurt for 4 games.
That's true.
No, Deacon.
That's true too.
The Heineken was.
No, he was hurt. That's what we're talking
But he
about.
was hurt too.
Plus he got hurt.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying about Forbes.
We picked up another player that could literally help the team.
No, I get you. I'm just comparing the 16th pick to the 11th pick.
No, you can't do that if we got an extra player.
No, I got you. I got you. But we lost a 3rd round pick last year too, so we had to pick something up. But my point,
we got a compensatory pick this year for that.
Yeah, no, I know. I got you, cuz. I'm with you. And you're not all the way wrong. And actually, you're not wrong at all, because a couple shows after that, when we actually did the tape, we all like Emmanuel Forbes. There's nothing wrong with Emmanuel Forbes. It was
y'all
just
gonna love Emmanuel Forbes.
Rodriguez.
Hey,
y'all gonna talk about me and say,
Mr. Kelly.
I thought you were Lewis Kelly, not Lewis Smoot.
Mr.
Hey, Lewis
Kelly,
Smoot on the phone.
you Mississippi State alumni year what?
me?
Yeah.
I never knew nothing about him until I heard Fred Smoot say something about 6 months ago.
Hey, I'm just clowning, man. But let me tell you something.
Oh, I'm with y'all, man. I love this, man. I think that what y'all are doing is such a great job, because you keeping it real. You really informing the people.
What did he say?
I think that what y'all are doing is such a great job, because you keeping it real. You really informing the people, and you telling them your opinions. I just feel like you got the cup half empty and half full. And before the season starts, once the bullets start flying, then we all can either put up or shut up as far as what we have said.
There you go.
Hey, Mr. Kelly, I'm going to ask you right now.
And I'm going to be following Gonzales.
You can't ask him.
Yeah, I can ask him. I'm going to ask him. Hey, Mr. Kelly, I'm going to ask you right now, man. Listen, I need you throughout this year and throughout this season to do exactly what you're doing, man, because we appreciate you, fans like you, who want to get on and say exactly what you saying, man, because none of us is claiming to know it all. I don't know why sometimes getting on this thing.
We going to the playoffs, man.
Super Bowl.
Hey, that's a splice. Big Al, he said it. Super Bowl. Hey, Kelly said, look, Mr. Kelly said, I ain't going that far.
I found his limit.
Hey, Mr. Kelly. Mr.
And
Kelly.
we get Deacon every year. It's been the last 2 years Deacon say some stuff. Deacon, mark that 42-minute mark. You said Super Bowl, baby.
Mr. Kelly, I'm going to ask you a question real quick, Mr. Kelly.
Hold on, Mr. Kelly. Hold on.
Mr. Kelly.
Mr. Kelly. Mr. Kelly, hold on a second.
Let me ask you one question, Mr. Kelly. Can you hear me?
Okay.
What do you think about our offensive line, Mr. Kelly? How you feel about our offensive line?
Okay. The offensive line is rated a C+ in my opinion.
Every year.
But I heard this, and I loved it when I heard it.
I hope ain't nobody soft.
Hope it ain't Fred Smoot.
I loved it when I heard it.
You ain't heard from Fred Smoot, did you?
No. This is what I heard. See, when you're building a team,
oh, we got to trust the process. I got you.
You're going to have A, B, or C in your line, in your O-line, or your D-line, or your D-backs, or your running backs, or your wide receivers, or your special teams, or your tight ends. And you're going to be able to say, let's say our defensive line, for example, in my opinion, is an A. Our linebackers is a C-.
That's about right.
Last year, our defensive backs was a C-. I have got to give them a C+ with the 2 guys that they've added on. Now, when it comes to our offensive line, they were a C- last year. This year, I'll give them a C+. But this is what I heard from Logan Paulson. He said, C's get you degrees.
Man.
C's get you degrees. You're going to graduate with a goddamn C. Come
Okay.
on,
Okay, so we
don't do it.
Mr. Kelly, come on now. You can't say that.
we gonna graduate,
go.
but we're gonna be ranked
No,
number 253 in our class.
And Mr. Kelly, when you go see your doctor, do you want your doctor to have a C or you want a doctor to have an A? Which one you want? Yeah, you go to the doctor.
If you go
want
to
a
the
C
doctor,
doctor
you
or
want
an
a
A
doctor.
doctor?
We talk about offensive
My
linemen.
whole point.
See? Hey, I like this guy. Mr. Kelly, straight out of Virginia Beach.
Right out of
Hey.
the beach.
This guy gets it. I like him.
Okay, Mr.
We
Kelly.
talking offensive linemen, sir. You
That's
can't
right.
have A's and everybody. Look, that's why they're every year.
Hey, it's a different A. It's a different grading system.
Offensive line, and then they start lacking in something else.
Mr. Kelly, you right, because curriculums change according to the subject. You gotta say.
Talk to me.
Hey, Trey, go ahead with that.
Hey, listen,
No,
okay, Mr.
Mr.
Kelly.
Kelly,
I
knock it on you, Big
Mr.
Al.
Kelly,
That
Mr.
hey,
Kelly,
this
man,
guy,
we
I
appreciate
like
you
him.
coming on. We appreciate
you, Mr.
your
Kelly. We
opinion,
love
Hey,
you,
we
Mr.
really
Kelly,
do.
come back, man.
Yeah, but listen, we're gonna catch you up halfway through the season.
No,
We're gonna
this guy
find
got to
out.
come back
We're gonna
every other week or something, man. I like this guy. This
Dude,
guy knows what he's
That's
talking
right.
about.
Hit me up here. Look,
Hit you up, Mr. Kelly, man.
bless me.
Hey, man, I'm going to give me a C doctor, too. I'm going to give me a C doctor.
Big 3 plus me, and I'm not a C.
I got you. Mr.
Hey,
Kelly,
Mr. Kelly,
we
tonight
appreciate you,
I
man.
give you an A minus.
Yes,
The
sir.
only reason why I gave you the minus is because you don't let us talk.
We're gonna get you. We're gonna get your video and your mic straightened out, man. We're gonna get you on here.
Hey,
But listen, have a
you-
blessed
hey,
day,
listen.
have a blessed week, man. And we're gonna hit you up in the middle of the season, figure out where this guy Emmanuel Forbes is from.
Man,
What is he
nah, man,
doing?
you got to come up
We
before
got to
that,
give him
bro.
time to maturate, man. We can chill out.
Those of you who have been watching, everybody who's been watching this far, Mr. Kelly is showing you what you can do. We are fans, by fans, for fans, man. We asking you guys to come on and talk to us. We're not saying that we know it all. This is not no ESPN. We ain't sit here and study stats, individuals, what they ate for breakfast when they was 12. We don't care. But when somebody comes on and knows, we appreciate that, and we like to be schooled and get the information. So we invite each and every one of you. Mr. Kelly, let me just make sure you understand, the only reason why he's live on the phone, which is our first official phone interview, is because it's had internet connection, but he ain't no softy. That's one thing he ain't, is soft. He tried to come on here and
He ain't no
represent with
C-student
the OGs, and I understand he's our senior, so much respect to
That's
Mr.
right.
Kelly out of VA.
Jimmy, and look, and I weigh more than 170 pounds.
Oh, he was sensitive when I said that.
You ain't gonna get me. I don't run a 4.3. Trust me.
That's true. Mr.
All right,
Kelly,
Mr.
we're gonna
Kelly,
help
we
you
see you
later,
next
man.
time,
We
man.
appreciate
Mr.
you.
Kelly, hey, my man. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, you
Y'all
too.
are doing a great job, brother.
Thank you. We appreciate
Thank you,
that, man.
sir.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Y'all be at peace, man.
Hey, you too.
All right, buddy.
Take care.
My brother.
So that was Mr. Kelly on the phone. Yeah, quite
Virginia Beach.
what they call it, a hoot. He's a hoot.
Hey, man.
Hey, we soft.
I like that dude.
But he was
That
right
dude
for the
right
most
there,
part.
man. Made my night, man. I like that. Dude. Hey,
Well,
listen.
We soft.
Let's make sure that we understand something. And I want to go ahead and do a little quick recap for those of you that might have joined us late. Gentlemen jumped on to talk about Emmanuel Forbes. We all kind of agreed. We didn't know who he was, but this guy listened to Fred Smoot, jumped ahead of the game, feels very confident this guy's going to do something. And from what I understand with OTAs and what's been happening right now, and with a little bit of information that we're getting on the young man, he's not letting people down. So that's awesome too. At the end of the day, he did say some things that was very clear. Number one, hey, look, he was like, yo, our defense can step up. When he went down the ratings when it came to ABCD scale, I didn't have anything that I thought was outlandish. My wondering is, and my hope is that those that are coming in, those that are getting bored, those that are added to the organization can see that too, and we can make some adjustments. So that is my big takeaway. Another fan who's passionate about what's going on in Washington. And real quick, before I let you guys in this hall, after we had that, I heard through the grapevine that they even talking about rebranding one more time. I heard that was coming down the pike. Tell me if I'm wrong, Deacon. I see you shaking your head. Al, I know you did a deep dive. I heard they're rebranding again.
Yeah, I think what's going on is
I've
heard two things. Yeah, I've heard two things. I've heard that the Josh, what's the last name? Josh Harris group.
Harris, Deacon.
Josh Harris. Well, I'm
say it right because this is who we're going to be talking about.
So he said that he wasn't going to rebrand at this point. He's not thinking about that. But then I also saw what I think is, a fake meme or whatever. I saw some stuff going around saying that the patent for the Commander name was denied. But we already got a patent on it. So that's why it didn't really make sense to me. And I'm thinking they're putting those two things together. So a lot of misinformation goes on the internet these days. I haven't heard anybody who is part of the team or part of the or close to the organization, like who is even a reporter or anything like that, say that they're thinking about rebranding. It's just right now Snyder spent all that money rebranding. But that will be, right now, man, we need training facilities. We need upgrades at the
training facilities.
Interior of the stadium. It got so much stuff. Branding the name, that's down the line. Yeah, all that money is earmarked for something else. They ain't talking about rebranding right now.
Not to say in the future that they may look at it, but right now they got other things more important. But I want to talk a little bit about training camp a little bit.
Hey Al, before you go to training camp, and I do want to go there, man. I'm glad to hear that they're not focused on that because certain things that are small like that, except they're huge for Big Deacon because that means that we might not have a major tutty.
This dude, any reason to clap? What you trying to say, Big Al?
Deacon,
Hey, man,
I know you have
me, man. No, boy, you keep putting that on me. That ain't me. I'm not taking up that mantle, man. I'm not taking it up.
Commander Deacon.
Deacon got the major tutty poster in his room right now, folks. He don't want to admit it. Go ahead, man.
Anyway, man, I heard that we lost a tight end doing the opening day of stretching. And
Monty Rogers
opening day stretching. He
towards the Achilles.
It was a non-contact injury, man. First day of practice.
Hey, they said he showed up and looked at I heard that he showed up, looked at the training facilities, and all of a sudden just convulsed.
Just fell out.
Like,
my leg, my back, my neck, my legs.
He is out for at least 10 months.
10 months.
We're laughing, but we're not laughing at the incident. We're laughing at the fact that timing and timeout. And I'm going to go back. Let's go back.
Let me take y'all way back.
Let's go back to what is Trent Williams crying about? He said, these dudes are trying to kill me. There's nothing here. They're offering Band-Aids and I'm getting concussions. This is what I'm dealing with. This is ridiculous. Can y'all help me? And now, years later, we're going, oh, dudes can't stay on the field. They can't. We haven't had one season in the last 7 years where we can't stay healthy, man. And somebody on Twitter was showing the Minnesota facilities, man. They had, it was like, I was looking at it. I thought I was looking at Star Trek. You know how you watch Star Trek and they go to the things and say, you know what I'm saying? Milk from Moon Planet 2. That's what they was doing in the facility. It was a beautiful, and it just looked like they cared about their players, man. And here in Washington, man, that's the reason why Dan had to go, Deacon. Yeah. That's the reason why Dan had to go, Deacon, because this is what I'm talking about. The slave plantation mentality. I'm wearing you out. The slave plantation mentality had to end, man. And I hope and pray that Harris comes in and just takes care of his players. That's some simple stuff, man, that we should do.
We should be able to stretch and not hurt ourselves.
That just goes back to what we were saying, that we need a professional training facility. We don't just need outside, dune buggies and riding around.
Hey man,
up and down the field.
That Planet Fitness was like top of the line compared to the Washington football facility. They was in there. They had cement weights. They were splitting in the plastic. Remember them jokes?
Also,
hey, it is not funny that this man got hurt, but it's just
no,
funny.
we're not laughing at him.
You know what I'm saying? It's just he was stretching. He was literally doing the opening day stretching.
Yeah, that's hard to stretch and break and
no, that's what they were doing, man. They was opening day stretching and drills. They didn't do any plays or nothing. And the man tore his Achilles.
Well, the good thing is that he has Logan Thomas, who knows how to get injured and recover.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
he'll be a
lean
great,
on him.
Yeah, he's a great guy to lean on because he's been injured a whole lot.
Oh, that's cold.
You know that's the most terrible thing you said.
That's what he said.
But
that's
saying all of that, though,
he said, I've been through a lot of injuries, and I know what you're going through, and I know what you're going to go through. It's going to take you about 10 months to get through this injury, man. When you get to the dark days, you give me a call because I know I've been there.
He did say that. But hey, look, the good thing about it is that your boy Hal.
Good about that, Hal.
No, I'm moving on. I just want to talk about it. I'm about to cry. The good thing about it is the opening day of training camp or the OTA. What's it, OTAs? What it's called? OTAs?
Yeah, it's about
OTAs. Yeah, that's what they call it, Al. That's the one that your boy don't never go to.
It's still not there.
Leno's not there either.
Leno's not there. Who's not there?
Sweat.
It's one more. No, Sweat's there. I don't know. Go ahead. Anyway,
your boy Hal is looking a lot better than we thought he was going to look. His feet was moving. They saying that he's looking like a professional quarterback. So that's good. And the coach, EB, is doing a very meticulous job of running practice.
What coach? Which coach is that?
Eric Bieniemy, EB.
Our first round pick.
A first round pick.
He's the coach, though.
Yeah, he's running practice.
He's running practice. Yeah,
he's running practice. Yeah. He's the coach. He's running practice,
which is a good thing because we need a new coach, and it's almost like giving us a new coach.
Ron, they say Ron is in the office looking through the window.
We can be eliminated.
What is he doing? I've never seen that done before. Hey, Hal is looking good, they said, and also Emmanuel Forbes. See, now during rookie mini camps, Emmanuel Forbes was picking off the balls and stuff, but I wasn't really excited about that, only because you're going rookie against rookie, you're not really doing anything. But he's also gotten a couple of interceptions also in OTAs, which is another good thing. And also, Hal.
So that goes to Mr. Kelly.
Yeah, and now they said Hal threw an interception and didn't run after, I think, who was it? One of the safeties. Intercepted Butler, yeah, and ran, and he didn't run after him.
And went to get his ass up.
Eric Bieniemy went and lit him up and told him to say, "Listen, you threw the interception. You go get the ball." So he's everybody's accountable.
I heard he's putting foot.
Wait a minute. Pause.
He's not soft. That's for sure.
Pause for a second. Can we pause for a second? Hold on, please. Please do this for me. Coaching. That moment. I want everybody to go back to that moment. No prima donnas. It was a very simple statement. But when you think about the gridiron in football, you, sir, threw that errant pass. Go and get the ball. Now, you're limited. You are a quarterback. Your players' offense, we protect you most time. But when we, as fans, we as former players, we as anybody dealing with this sport sees a quarterback and go and try to lay the wood on a returning defensive player, do we go, oh, what was he thinking? Or do we go, oh, that's right?
Depends how old he is.
Coaching, gentlemen. Coaching is in the building. Coaching has arrived in Washington. And ladies and gentlemen, please, if you have gotten this far, like and subscribe. As I say, coaching is here because.
Okay, so
always right.
We're moving on. So they have said, and these are coming from the reporters, that he is sharp Hal is sharp. Also, the backup looks pretty good too. Although he threw an interception as well. They all throwing it. It's the beginning of
practice. It's practice.
Yeah. But the running backs are also looking good. He said all running backs are looking good. A couple of them caught touchdown passes on the goal line drive that they do. They do a 2-minute drive, and you got to be encouraged, man. And even though it's OTAs early, I'm encouraged that they actually know the playbook. Because if they didn't know the playbook, I think Bieniemy was out there blasting people a little bit more. But obviously,
he will.
Let's put the fear of them in there where they know that they better not come out here and not know where they're supposed to line up.
Because
that's the easiest thing to do. You know where you're supposed to line up. We'll figure out the rest later. But if you don't know where you're supposed to line up, then you screwed up everybody's job.
Coaching is here.
So coaching is here, apparently.
Yep, and they got who's playing the left guard position starting in this OTA?
They didn't give us a lineup.
Who cares?
I heard it was the young boy from last year that they got in there playing.
What's his name?
Start with a P. Not Page.
The Alabama boy.
Yeah, I can't think of his name right now, but they got the second year he played.
Right, he's from Alabama, right?
Yeah, I think Alabama. One of those.
Alabama boy. He's in there.
So
is Sadiq in there?
Yeah, Sadiq. No,
not Sadiq.
Sadiq is further down the chart.
I got a heart for Sadiq, man. I guess.
Me too. Because he's
so young.
Chris Paul is rated above him.
Chris Paul, that's who it is. It's Chris Paul playing left tackle, left guard. They're right now starting.
Right.
So just a young guys. Good. So anyway, to wrap this thing up,
You
know what I'm saying? OTAs are out there. It is time for us to just practice and get our timing right. You know what I'm saying? And I like the fact that Ron is inside looking through the glass.
That's right.
We can be eliminated.
This, basically managing, from the glass.
On Nintendo.
Definitely papers.
Nintendo. Tecmo Bowl.
But something you said now this is true. This is true. What you did say, Trey, is that when you bring in a coach from the outside, they are able to tell you
what your weaknesses.
Dude,
whatever you do, because it's not him. So it's like,
my side of the
what
ball.
the hell is this? This is some bull. Get this out of here. Oh yeah, I know. Man,
just like you have veteran quarterbacks that you have in the room just because they're veterans, you have veteran coaches that have been placed that are in the same room and say, "Listen,
Super Bowl,
if you run this play here, they're scoring. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now I'm gonna take you out in the field and I'm gonna show you why.
Why?
Because I'm gonna run this play and I'm gonna burn every play you got.
That's right.
So sometimes you just need somebody better than you to teach you. So
but his natural philosophy is a 3D soft zone.
Oh,
that is his bread and butter.
Well, I tell you what.
I know our friend from Virginia Beach doesn't like that, but that is his bread and butter.
I tell you this: if Bieniemy gets the job, I bet you it won't be a soft zone
next year.
It won't be so soft.
There might not be no Del Rio. Well, yeah, listen. We had a good time.
Here,
we appreciate Mr. Kelly coming on.
Kelly, VA.
Man, we appreciate you. And, like you said, man, we here for everybody. If you want to come on the show, man, just hit us up, let us know. We'll get it done. We're not hiding.
Hey, and listen.
We tell our opinions, and we do
Mr.
what we
Kelly
do.
came on. Stop being, scared to come on with us, man. We ain't going to
Stop being soft.
Yes. No soft zones, man. Come on and say what you feel, man, right here. Like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe, man. Thank you. Thank you for those of you.
All right, y'all. We see y'all next time.
Those of you that watch us, man.
We love y'all, man.
Mr. Kelly, one of our fans that's seen all 3 Super Bowls.
That's right, man. Play that go-go, Deacon. Play that go-go, Deacon.
Well, I'm gonna try, man, but I'm running out. I'm running out of go-go. So if anybody got any suggestions,
ain't no more running out of go-go. It's all the same. Play it again.
We'll start rewinding.
Play it again, Deacon.
Play that female pleasure game. Since we saw, play that female pleasure.
Come on now.